Okay. So next is visitor management techniques. Okay, so we have visitor education and interpretation, visitor monitoring and research, infrastructure development, regulatory measures, visitor engagement, and partnerships. Okay, so what is visitor education and interpretation? So provide information on responsible behavior, conservation principles, and site-specific guidelines through interpretive programs, visitor centers, and signage. So visitor education and interpretation is all about helping tourists understand how to be behave responsibly. So why conservation is important? And specific rules for the places they visit. So this information is provided through things like mga guided tours, visitor centers, and signs with explanations. So sa nga example is um, imagine no, nagbisita ikaw sa national parks. So sa entrance na, there might be a visitor center where you can learn about the park's wildlife and how to avoid disturbing it. So along the trails no, so pwede kang makakita ka mga signs dito nga gina-remind ikaw nga not to feed the animals or to stay on designated paths to protect fragile ecosystems. So amorian ang visitor education and interpretation. So how about the visitor monitoring and research? Okay. So conduct visitor surveys, behavioral observations, and impact assessments to understand visitor preferences, trends, and impacts information management decision. So ibig sabihin ka visitor monitoring and research is involve keeping track of who visits. So gindiscuss niya natin sa mga previous pa natin nga gindiscussion no. So ibig sabihin ka no uh, gina ano natin gina what do you call that to gina-keeping track natin kung sino ang gabisita, kung how tourists behave, and what impact their activities have on the places they visit. So, these help managers make informed decision about how to manage the tourist activities. So, paano riyan, how it works, okay? So, una, no, sa visitor monitoring and search yung mga visitor surveys. So, tourists might be asked to fill out mga surveys about kung ano ang dangan na experience sa kalugar, ano ang mga preferences nanda, and ano ang satisfaction level nanda sa lugar nga ginugtunan nanda, no. So, a survey could ask visitors what activities ang na-enjoy nanda katama or kung ano ang na-notice nanda nga problema sa sangkalugar nga rian, no. Also, behavioral observation. So, researchers might observe how visitors interact with the environment and each other. So, this could involve tracking things like where people or di insan nagaagto, ano ang naginahimo, and whether they follow posted rules and guidelines. So, impact assessment. So, researchers study kung ano ang mga activities ang ginahimo ka mga turista that can affect the environment, also the local communities and the cultural sites. So this could involve mga para sabi kang i-measure nanda ang mga pollution levels, no, habitat disturbance or changes in local traditions. So amura ang visitor monitoring and research. So how about the infrastructure development? Okay. So design and implement infrastructure improvements such as trails. Ang hambalatan nga trails para kung mag aragyan ba no kung ga-hiking ka no ang ginaagyan yung bala trail ra tawag no, viewing platforms, waste management facilities and visitor facilities to accommodate visitors needs while minimizing environmental impacts. Okay. So ibig sabihin na kaya no, it involves planning and um building improvements to support our visitors while gina-minimize natin ang harm sa atin nga environment. So, paano riyan how it works again? So, trails, na-mention dyan kayo na, no? So, ibig sabihin, no, we design and maintaining trails allow visitors to explore mga natural areas without causing damage sa atin nga mga sensitibo nga mga habitats. No? So, trails are often marked and designated to keep visitors on the right path no sa sakto sandang aragyan, and also to protect our wildlife and the vegetation, no. So ang ginhambal man kay na is viewing platform. So ano ka no viewing platform? So constructing viewing platforms provide safe areas para sa mga bisita to observe scenic vistas, also to observe the wildlife or cultural sites nga hindi nanda maisturbo bala or without disturbing this sensitive area. So may mga place lang sandang ako di lang sandahan asta no. May dyan pero iba nga nga hindi nanda pwede kaptan no, hindi nanda pwede parapitan asta dyan lang kamukaraan sa lugar nga rian no. So these platforms are often strategically placed to minimize kano the environmental impact while gina-maximize ang atan nga or while maximizing visitors enjoyment. Okay? So waste management facilities. So also building waste management facilities such as mga basurahan no, or the trash cans no, mga recycling bins and composting stations helps keep natural areas clean and reduces pollution. So mga proper waste management also educates our visitors about the importance of being the responsible behavior. So visitor facilities, constructing visitor facilities like bala kung sa sangka destinasyon dapat may mga restrooms, no, picnic areas and information centers para ma-enhance ang pag ang aton nga mga bisita maging komportable man kag feeling the safety man sa no, sa sangka lugar nga ano. So these facilities are designed to blend in with the natural surroundings and ma-minimize ang aton nga disruption to ecosystem. Okay, so how about the regulatory measures? So enforce zoning restrictions, permits, and visitors quotas to manage visitors numbers, activities, and access to sensitive areas. Okay, so meaning to say, no, ang regulatory measures involved yung kara ang implementing rules and restrictions to manage visitors activities and access to sensitive areas. Okay. So, paano? So, how it works? So, first, no, enforcing regulations. So, this involves making sure that visitors follow established rules and guidelines para maprotektahan ng atan nga environment, no, the cultural sites, and safety parehas ang atan nga mga residents and our visitors. So, for example, mga rules and regulations nga naga-prohibit kang pagrapta no or pagrapta ka nga basura no littering, camping in certain areas or feeding our wildlife. So ginapagbawalan gidrian no. So may mga kung mag-agto ka mo sa sang lugar, may mga regulations and signage nga ginabutang no para ma-warningan ka mo or ma-inform ka mo nga hindi gilirian pwede. Also the zoning restrictions, the zoning regulations designate specific areas for different types of activities. Patas ka mga hiking, camping, or picnic bala. So, amo dyan nga restrictions, maka-help nga ma-manage or manage our visitor use and to protect sensitive habitats or cultural sites from overuse or damage. So, permits. Requiring permits for certain activities such as backcountry camping and or mga guided tours. So, kailangan may mga permits ra, no? So, allows managers to control the number of visitors and para ma-ensure natin nga they have the necessary skills and equipments para ma-minimize ang impact sa atin nga or ma-minimize ang negative impact sa atin nga environment. So visitor quotas. So pag ginhambal natin nga visitor quotas, so we are setting limits, no. We are setting limits on the number of visitors allowed sa sangka certain areas or sa sangka attractions para ma-prevent natin ang overcrowding and to protect our fragile ecosystems. Okay? Or mga cultural resources natin from excessive wear and fear. So, next is the visitor engagement and partnership. So, engage visitor in stewardship activities, volunteer programs, and community-based tourism initiatives to foster a sense of responsibility and ownership for the destination's conservation and sustainability. Okay. So, pag hinambal natin nga visitor engagement and partnership, so, involved dyan kara ang mga visitors or, yeah, so, involving visitors in activities that promotes stewardship, volunteerism, and community involvement para maka-enhance or to help enhance conservation and sustainability efforts. So, paano riyan? So, how it works again? So, ang una ginhambal dyan is stewardship activities. So, ano lang stewardship activities? So, meaning, no? So, encouraging our visitors to participate sa mga activities bala or patas ka mga beach cleanups, no? Trail maintenance or habitat restoration project instill a sense of responsibility for protecting and preserving the natural environment nga pwede panata nanda ma-enjoy. So, amura ang steward activities. So, how about volunteer programs? No? So, we can offer volunteer opportunities such as wildlife monitoring programs or mga cultural heritage preservation projects. So, it helps visitors or allow our visitors nga makakontribute kang anda nga time and anda nga skills to conservation and community development efforts. Okay, so that is volunteer program. How about the community-based initiatives? So, supporting locally led tourism initiatives such as mga homestays, no? So, hindi tanang kailangan nga magstay pa sa mga ragdulan nga hotel, no? So, may dito sa sangka lugar. So, sa sarka specific nga mga destination, no? Tigdo may makita ba nga mga homestays no nga managed by the locals, no? Also, guided tours by the community members, no? So, kung wala makakang guide mo is ang mga tao lang, mga local or mga tao nga gatiner lang dito sa saka destination kay most importantly no sanda ka rang nakamaan sa lugar no so sanda ka rang may skills and knowledge about sa lugar nga agtunan mo no also pwede ka makabisit ng mga artisan workshops fosters economic empowerment and cultural exchange while promoting sustainable tourism practices. So, amor ang community-based tourism initiatives. So, how about the moment? Visitor management planning. Okay. So, develop comprehensive visitor management plans that address capacity limits, visitors flows, transportation, parking safety, and emergency response. Okay, so when we say visitor management planning, so it involves or creating detailed strategies to handle various aspects of visitor experiences while nga gina-ensure natin ang anda nga safety, gina-minimize natin ang mga environmental impact, and also preserving the quality of the destination. So again, paano rian matabo. So how it works. So, capacity limits. So, sara natin nga ginaano is the capacity limits. So, ibig sabihin, pag ginhambar natin nga capacity limits, so, we determine the maximum numbers of visitors that the destination can accommodate without causing negative impact sa atin nga environment and of course sa atin nga visitor experience. So, implement measures to monitor and control visitor numbers to stay within this limit. Okay, so that is capacity limit. So now, visitor flow. So, designate routes and paths for visitors to follow para ma-minimize ang atin nga congestions and to protect again the sensitive areas. So, this might involve creating one-way trails. So, kumbaga, pag ginhambal natin nga one-way trails, amurang ginagyan natin pasaka sa bukid, no? Pero hindi lang natin nga pwede pa nga agyan panaog. Okay, so one-way trails, designated mga viewing areas, nga gin-mention ko pa kaina, no? Or mga signage to guide the visitor safely through the site. Okay? So, what about the transportation? So, also, ma-develop kita ka mga plans for managing transportation to and within the destination. So, including dyan ka mga parking facilities, no? Shuttle services, or public transportation options. So also, we need to encourage our visitors to use sustainable transportation methods to reduce traffic congestions and emissions. So kung rapid naman no, pwede nyo man nga panaw-panawan lang no. Also, parking. So, we should provide adequate parking facilities para ma-minimize or while minimizing the impact of the natural landscape. So, Implement measures such as mga designated parking areas, mga shuttle services from remote lots, no? So, mga, kalimba sa mga rayo nga mga destinasyon, no? So, pwede kita ka-provide ka shuttle services or mga incentives, no? For carpooling. Okay, so pag ginhambal ba natin ng carpooling, no, kung susang ka sa rakyan, pwede ka mo dyan nga raka ka mo dyan, no, di ko nga, kung baka pa VIP timo, no, pag carpooling, no, kung may maagyan ka mga sa kataho, pwede ta na magsakay, pwede to magsakay, no, bisan sin lang. So, next is safety. So, identify potential safety hazards and develop protocols for managing risks, such as providing emergency assistance ng mga first aid stations sa sangka destinasyon na importante gid or communication systems for emergency. Okay, so dapat may mga numbers kamo kara ka mga ambulance no mga nearest hospitals no. So also emergency response, so establish procedures for responding to emergencies including coordination with the local emergency services, mga evacuation plans no dapat may dyan gida and the communication protocols para ma-alert ang aton nga mga basita in case of the emergency. So again, those are the visitor management techniques. So we have the visitor education and interpretation, visitor monitoring and research, infrastructure development, regulatory measures, visitors engagement, and partnership.